spend the rest of my life with you. Girl, I put that on the Bible. I'm gon' spend all my time with you. Girl, I always acknowledge you. Spending everything on you, ayy. Go give me all your love, yeah, ayy. Without you, I can't function, ayy. Baby, give me all your love, yeah, ayy. I need you, I can't deny. Baby, you are the one. Baby, give me all your love.
Hey guys, welcome back to us always. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe down below, turn on your post notifications, that way you're notified every time I post a new video. So I am going to start off by saying I'm low-key kind of sad because we are filming late at night. So I did do my makeup earlier to do some promo photos and I got all cute, and we were supposed to put the kids to bed, and while we were getting Serenity and Damien dressed for bed, Damien decides to poke my freaking eye, and it got so red on this side. It literally,
oh yeah, let me see. It's red now.
Yeah, it's really bad. And it was like burning, so I told Paul, I was like, you know what, I might as well just take a body shower, get my makeup off, that way my eye could relax. But I'm low-key kind of sad because I always look off freaking tirada in my videos.
You're beautiful, babe.
Yeah, whatever. You're supposed to say those things.
No, I'm not.
So instead of putting Serenity to bed, I thought she could just join us on the video and just chill with us.
Alright, until she gets fussy because she hasn't ate. So I'm kind of holding her off. That way we go to the room, just give her the bottle, knocks out, and we get some us time. Anyways,
guys, as you guys can tell by the title, we are going to be doing a story time.
It's a pretty interesting one.
Yeah, so we're basically going to do a story time of when our car got totaled by a drunk driver.
This was actually before we started doing YouTube, huh? A little bit before. A little bit before. This is actually our second car that got totaled.
Yeah.
But this one was by a drunk driver.
So I'm going to start off by what we were doing and where we were going. So basically, we got invited to go to Gen Beauty. I've never been to Gen Beauty ever, and just about, is it 2 years? Yeah, 2 years ago.
We still haven't ever been to Gen Beauty.
Yeah, we haven't been, but 2 years ago we got invited to go to Gen Beauty, and we're so excited. So me and Bo were actually on our way to Gen Beauty, and we were actually already like almost about to get there. It was somewhere in LA. I forgot where it was.
Okay, so the event was actually at the LA Convention Center.
There we go.
And we were already driving. We left like at, I think we left like 8 in the morning, huh?
Yeah, we were there by like 9:30, 9:45. It was like right before 10 though.
And what sucks is I had to work this day too. So we were trying to go knock it out. But so we left the house, I'd say like 8 in the morning, and literally we were already there. So this, I think it was the 10. The freeway that we're on is the 10. Okay, so literally the exit, so we're driving, and the exit to get off to go to the convention center, so it's like 5 lanes. So I'm in the 3rd lane, right? And you know how LA there's like traffic like crazy, right? So I'm driving, and I have my turning signal on, and I look over. So I'm looking over, and there's like cars coming, so I can't like get all the way over, right? So I'm slowing down, and then I don't know what told me. Something literally like just told me, look in your mirror. Like,
okay, so when all this was happening, guys, Bo didn't even tell me anything of what he's seen or what. So I was right there because we were right before, like we were literally like 5 minutes away from the convention center.
No, the exit. If we would have got from the exit, we would have been there.
Yeah, but we were literally 5 minutes away. And so I was like, okay, you know, like normally when I get to an area, I would touch up like whatever I had to do. So I had like my Jeffree Star liquid lipstick, and I was legit like touching up my lipstick, right?
So she's doing her makeup, like putting her stuff on, right? And something, I don't know why or how, but the Lord told me, look in your mirror, your driver's side mirror, right? So I'm like this, and like I said, something told me to look. So I look over, I go like this, and I see a car, like out of nowhere, a little blue car. I think it was blue or like a neon green. I don't know. We'll have pictures, but we'll show you the cars. So I'm looking, right, and I could see the car coming, like hauling ass, like I mean smashing. I was like, I told myself, hey, they're not gonna stop, like.
And we were already at this point like slowed down. Like that's when like the traffic had picked up and we were in traffic.
Yeah, so I was like, man, they're gonna hit me. This car is literally gonna hit me. So I'm like this. And it was like slow motion. I was like, yup, here it comes. And I kind of like turned a little bit, and then boom, the whole back end. Okay, so I think the lady seen the very last second because
she swerved.
She like swerved and hit the back end
on the right
passenger side.
Yeah.
So the back passenger side, she hit the back of it, right? She hit us so hard. Okay, so like I said, it was 5 lanes. I was in the 3rd lane, and then the 2 lanes to go off on the exit, right? She hit us so hard, it threw me all the way across 3 lanes. I hit the center divider and then back into the fast lane. It was so crazy, but luckily, guys, when this happened, I don't know what or how, because there was hella traffic, and literally when this happened,
there was no vehicles around us. Like, it could have ended up really badly. Like, the accident was bad itself, but I thank God there was no diesel, there was no bigger trucks, like nothing, because another vehicle, it could have been like a domino effect of like vehicles like hitting us.
You guys know how LA traffic is. I don't know how or what, but literally, so she hit me so hard, and boom, I slide and I hit the center divider. Boom, I got that. Oh shit. You know what I mean? Here, and then she's like, "What the fuck? Like, what happened?" And when this happened,
you guys, my lip.
So she was putting lipstick on, right?
It's funny now that we talk about it, but the situation was very, very scary. But y'all already, if you guys own a Jeffree Star liquid lipstick, you know that you could hold that lipstick upside down and nothing will come out of it, right? The impact was so bad. Okay, guys, it freaking hit me in my lip. Like, I went like, because I was like this holding it, right? I was like this, and I was like doing this, and when the impact happened, I like hit my lip on the bottle, and then it was lost. But tell me why, guys, the lipstick ended up staining all the seats, our clothes. It was everywhere, splattered in the back seat. Like, it was ridiculously insane how much lipstick was even in that damn bottle to make that huge of a mess. It was all over the
car. And what's crazy is I have a wallet.
Just from a freaking impact.
But I have a wallet, and it was in the center console, and it had makeup, it had lipstick on it. How about till this day?
It's the stain is still there.
The lipstick stain is still on my wallet.
Yeah.
But so, okay, so we got hit, right? We got hit hard, so boom.
Well, that's what I'm telling you. It was hard that the liquid lipstick, like the lipstick actually splattered everywhere just because of the impact being so hard. It's like legit, like everywhere. Like you freaking just like went so hard and just like splattered it. You know, like a paintbrush, you know, when you do this and it splatters.
It's funny now, but when it happened, like we were.
Oh, I was scared, guys. I was freaking scared.
So I was mad, right? So I was like, man, I'm gonna beat this person's. You know, I thought it was a dude for some reason. So I get out of the car in the middle of traffic. I get out of the car and I run to the other car.
Oh, that was my reaction. I was like crying. I was like, what happened? What happened?
Oh, yeah,
what happened? I was like crying,
tripping.
guys. Like, I was crying. I was like tripping out because that was like my second major big accident, which if we do have time, I'll touch up on the first big accident I've gone into. But this was the second time, guys. So I was just overall traumatized, and that's what my reaction was. I was like, oh my God, ¿qué pasó? Ven. Okay,
You're ready to go to sleep, huh, mama? As I got hit, I jump out of the car. I look at the car. I was like, man, this car's done. Like,
it was bad.
I was all sad. So I look over and the other car's tore up.
But then at this point, that's when the cops told us to move.
The cops weren't even there yet.
What was it? Was it the ambulance?
No. Okay, so
who told us to move to the middle of the
fire department?
Oh, the fire department.
The craziest thing that happened was literally like 4 cars back was a fire truck. So the fire truck literally like seen everything. The fire department seen it, and I mean they're EMTs, right? So they get there, they stop traffic. I don't know how it was weird how the ambulance literally was like, the fire truck was literally right there. So anyways, I look over to check on the other driver, right? I'll never forget
I know,
her face.
guys, I until this day have like her face vision in my head. Me and Bo both looked over at the same time.
So she's okay. So the lady was driving like it was an old Toyota Corolla, like an older one, right? And she hit us so hard, she broke her wrist, and then her face. I'll never forget her face. So I look over, and I like go like this, right, to see, and her face got split. Like the top of her head was
from the airbag.
I don't know what it was, but
it was from either her steering wheel or her airbag.
She had blood like coming down her face, and she went like this, like she was stuck like this, and she legit, I don't know, like some type of exorcism shit. She went like this, like turned like this, and her eyes
were like huge, like, guys. It was like bulging out of her face.
Yeah, like
it was scary.
It was trippy, like they were just and white, like
yeah. And
her eyes were like white, and she was just like this, and like.
And I got so scared, like her eyes were ginormous, and I told Bo, I was like, let's go back to the car. Like I instantly got chills, like I was freaked out, and I told Bo, I was like, I hope she's okay, because I mean we were fine, like Our car wasn't okay. Like I said, it could have ended up worse than it was. But guys, like I felt so bad for her because she was bleeding from her head. And just the way she looked, like she looked like
her face was covered
like
with blood.
Dripping, yeah, like it was like dripping blood. And I honestly feel like she was probably like in a shock. Like I really don't know, but
yeah, I don't know. Like I just feel like because her car probably wasn't like safety wise because it was an older car. But I swear, like I'll never forget her face. It was like the trippiest thing. So that's when the fire department was like, "You guys need to stay over there. We gotta stay over here." I was like, "Hey, I gotta take pictures for insurance purposes, like this and that." He's like, "You need to step back, this and that." That's when I asked the fire department guy. I was like, "Hey, like is the lady cool? Like is she alright?" And they're like, "She has a broken wrist. I think she broke her foot." So
I don't know, but they're saying that she was leaving in
they were rushing to the hospital. So that's when we were like, "Damn, like." It's all bad. So after all this happened,
we pulled off the exit. Like we started to drive the car and it was like burning. Like it was barely drivable. Like the what is it called? The bumper was like the fender was like bent all the way to where it was like rubbing on the tires. So Bo had to drive extremely slow because the CHP told us to drive it off and kind of just wait
for the tow truck.
Yeah, for the tow truck, and he told us to cross streets. So that's when we were dealing with the tow truck, and I was just tripping. I was like, man, like, can't believe this. I can't believe this happened. Like, this is the worst day ever, right? Like, I was just stressed, and I was dealing with my freaking insurance, and then waiting for a tow truck. Let alone, guys, we were all the way in LA. So
that's the biggest thing that I was concerned about. I was like, I gotta go to work, and I was like, called mom. I was like, hey, like, and my mom was watching the kids for us, and I was like, hey, like, we just got in a wreck. She's like, you're lying. I was like, nah, like, we just got in a wreck. And I was like, I think the car's done. She's like, what? I was like, hey, like, we need somebody to pick us up. So my dad was literally like already on his way, but we didn't know that
the tow trucks can actually take us back.
Yeah, the tow truck literally came all the way to Bakersfield to Lexus to drop it off at Lexus. So we caught a ride with them. But before all that, like we were tripping on was if the kids were with us.
Yes, that was like the main thing, because the way she hit, like she tried to avoid hitting us, but she ended up hitting the passenger side, and that's where Damien sits. So he, like,
I have photos. I'm gonna show you photos.
We'll insert photos at the end of the video. That way you guys can kind of like get a visual of like how we're talking about. But it was like smashed, guys. Like Damien would have been. I don't even want to think about it. And I tell Bo, like, I thank God that the kids weren't with us.
Luckily, like the kids were not with us, because the way she hit us so hard, the whole back where the passenger side. So Damien's car seat was literally crushed to the back of your seat. Like there was no space. Like his feet would have been crushed. Like it would have been all bad. And then he was barely what, a little over a year. So his, his neck and everything, the whiplash would have.
Oh yeah, the whiplash got me. Like we were literally sitting in the tow truck, like, oh my God, like I think we got whiplash because we were with migraines, guys, like migraines.
We're on our way home. And we're just chopping up with the guy. We do the whole like insurance thing, right? And they come to find out, you know how you go through the whole insurance purposes, and they go to try to find who's at fault, so your car can get paid off and everything. So it was probably what, a month later, huh? So so because of the woman getting basically hurt, you go to the hospital. Because of her going to the hospital, they draw your blood. So come to find out, because the cops, everybody took her and she was involved in an accident.
Well, right away, anytime you're involved in an accident and you end up in the hospital, they always test you to make sure that you're not under the influence or whatever.
That she was drunk.
She was drunk. Like it came back that she was under the influence, and it was so freaking sad and shocking, because we're like, damn, like we were trying to think of all the scenarios of what had happened.
Oh,
so our main scenario that we were thinking.
No, because remember whenever I went, so. What we were thinking, because
Bo's like, she either had to be drunk. No, you were like, she either had to be on her phone, like she wasn't paying attention. She had to be on her phone. So when we got the call saying that she was under the influence, we were shocked, because the whole time we were like, she was on her freaking phone, like she wasn't paying attention.
No, but also too, remember, because they had, the trunk was open and there was a bunch of books and like schoolwork. So then that's when we
put two and two together. Yeah. So we were like, what had happened was
she was at a college party,
because it was on Sunday, right? Or was it a Saturday?
It was Saturday.
Okay, it was a Saturday. So Friday night she had to be like out partying with her friends, and because it was so early in the morning, like probably like 8 something in the morning, it was like 9 o'clock in the morning. So obviously she was probably leaving wherever she was leaving, and she had to still be like have alcohol in her system for her to still be tested positive for.
Yeah, that's what we think that happened, is that she got drunk, got tipsy the night before, and was probably driving home. And because she still had alcohol, she had to drink a lot for it to be still be in your system.
Well, yeah, shots. Like when I freaking drink hella shots.
Enough to blow a DUI. Like she had to be pretty drunk the night before.
I'm pretty sure, like shots. Like when I take shots and a whole bunch of them, I still feel drunk the next morning.
Yeah, but it was the craziest thing, because I honestly thought she was on her phone because of rear end. Like she legit hit us, and she hit us good.
And usually that's what you would think, is like a person was on their phone, because
especially at 9 in the morning. It was 9 in the morning. That's what, it never crossed our mind for her to be drunk.
So it was so shocking. Like when we did get the car, I do remember that we were like, wow, like this is crazy.
What was crazy is literally what, 2 days later?
Oh yeah, what was crazy is that not even a few days later, I tested positive for being pregnant.
Yeah.
Because that's when I had my miscarriage, and I told Bo, like, I don't know, like something's wrong.
A couple days after the accident.
Yeah, you guys, it's trippy. And it's crazy to think, because I was like totally in shock when I found out that I was pregnant at this second really huge accident, guys. Because the very first time that I found out I was pregnant with Damien, I had I really want to tell you guys this story time, because I literally thought that I was gonna die.
No,
like,
that story time was a trip.
We're gonna dedicate this specific story, my first huge accident. It was me and JJ involved, and it was just a scary moment in my life. And I was pregnant with Damien, and he was only, what, 10 weeks. I was only 10 weeks pregnant with him, guys. So
when she had and that accident was pretty crazy. I was at work.
Yeah, but
I got to her before.
Wait, hold on, babe. It doesn't even matter anymore, because I was like, well, we're not even gonna get into that, because we're gonna make its own story time. But we want to make sure that we can find the photos of how bad the car was, because when you guys see it, you guys are gonna be like, wow, like, even when we tell you guys the whole rundown. But long story short, we just thought,
remember I had to go, I broke the window.
Yeah. What's crazy is, long story short, I was pregnant then at that accident, and then I was pregnant at this one. And I told
both times the cars got totaled.
I honestly feel like my guardian angels are my little triplets, and they were like, I feel like every time they were like watching over us. I honestly feel it.
And it's crazy, because both times she had a.
And then the first accident, that's around the time when my grandma had passed away. So that's when I was like, damn, like someone was seriously watching over us, because JJ was in touch. And I only had like a huge bruise. I don't even want to get into it, because I don't want to give you guys like the details, because you guys are gonna actually enjoy that story time, because it's like really interesting of like everything, how it went down and how it happened. But
yeah, literally a woman left her car in the middle of the freeway.
Don't even say it.
It's a trip. That was pretty interesting.
I'm not even gonna give you guys any more. Stay tuned for that story time. Let us know if you guys do want to hear it. We'll for sure give you that story time. But back to this one, yeah, it was trippy, because I was pregnant then and I was pregnant now. So it's just crazy to think that my little angels survive like traumatic events. Like I just always think that they're like my little miracle babies.
The thing that we were always worried about or thinking about was, what if the kids were with us?
Yeah, well, the JJ was with me the very first time, but the second time, we always do, like every time. Even if an accident is minor or something, like we always think about the kids, because like I don't know, like I don't know, like I don't know what I would do, like if something were to something major were to happen to them, you know?
Yeah, both the accidents.
I just feel like God always has a plan, and everything happens for a reason, and what's meant to be is gonna be, and they weren't meant to be there for some reason, and it's just crazy how it happened. But you know what? We always think back in our Lexus, like not the SUV that we had previously, but the one before that, we had just like a Lexus IS 250 F Sport. And I swear to God, that car was freaking bad. I swear to God, it was freaking cursed, guys.
That car was cursed. We had the car 2 days.
A few days.
2 days after we bought the car, we got hit.
We got hit, and then not even months later, I took JJ to school, and someone pulled out and freaking hit my car. Like I don't know, it was bad. And then
at a family party, somebody hit it.
And then at a family party, someone freaking hit my bumper, and then that major thing happened. So I just honestly feel like that car was
in the shop all the time.
Yes, like I felt like that car was gonna be salvaged before like we even owned it, you know?
It was crazy, because literally that car was in like 4 accidents. And the second day after we got it, we were like, man,
yeah,
cursed.
It was cursed. It was, I swear, like car with like all our friends are like, you guys just need to get rid of that car, because that car's bad luck.
Yeah, luckily
It got totaled. That's why I was like, it was probably a sign. It was probably a sign, like, get rid of that shit. And then that's when we ended up pulling out the SUV. Yeah. But yeah, like that's basically our season.
Let us know if you guys have been in
any major car accidents,
crazy accidents.
Let us know if you guys want to hear my freaking story time of me being involved, well, me and JJ being involved in a major car accident.
We just gotta find the photos for it.
Yeah, I just feel like it's hard to visualize something when you don't have the photos to it, and when you guys do see the photos to it, it's gonna be that much more intense. Because I did want to talk about it, but we don't have the photos. And when I was dealing like with my lawyer and stuff, I don't have that email. Like, I was going to BC, so I don't even have access to that BC email anymore. So it kind of sucks.
I have photos though at work, so I just gotta go.
I want to see if you could access it. Yeah.
So once we get those photos, we'll go ahead and talk about that one too, because that car was pretty tore up.
That one was the worst.
All over, the whole car was messed up.
Yeah, that one was worse. But we hope that you guys did enjoy this story time. Let us know down below, and also don't forget to comment, share, like, and subscribe, guys. But if you guys haven't already, make sure to shop our Us Always merch. The link is always in the description.
And if you haven't already, make sure to follow us on all social medias. Our handles are listed down below.
But before we do completely end this video, our post notification shout out goes to
Any Jane.
Shout out to you, girl. And if you guys do want a future post notification shout out, all you have to do is
please subscribe to our channel, turn your post notification, hit the little bell, bing, and comment some love.
Yes, we love you guys, and we'll see you guys in our next video.
Deuces.
Kissing, hugging you, spend the rest of my life.